How you feel? We have harvested how many punnets? 1.5 punnet. That's around at least 10 pounds. Okay, I have bought a cherry tree from Asta, and I planted it in the February 9. I bought it for £6. The variety's name is Stella. Sweet tasting and temptingly glossy fruit, ideal for eating fresh and for dessert. And I planted beside the polytunnel between the another tree and the Morello cherry. According to the book, this book, The Fruit Expert by the Dr. D.G. Hessayon, the Stella cherry is the first self-fertile sweet cherry, #1 choice for garden use. It's vigorous, the flavor is good, and the flesh is juicy, and a good pollinator for the other cherries. Food may be dark red or near black, according to this picture. This is the cherry tree, variety Stella, that I bought from Asta last year. I planted here. And I noticed 3-4 months ago that it had a kind of honey-like or jam marmalade-like goo at the point that you see the white stuff in the middle. And I learned that this is a bacterial canker. So I immediately cut the top. It was in a dark afternoon, so I didn't have the time really to put the camera or anything, just take a video. It was dark right there. The next morning I came and just cut it. It was the first disease I've ever seen of the tree, so I mean of my own tree. So I just cut it immediately. This was about 6 foot high, so I cut it, and now it is about 4 foot high. And I cut it, used fungicide. I cleaned around it to get sure that there is no of the gooey material. That tree has produced gum around that bacterial canker. So I used immediately Arborex Heal and Seal on that and covered it, so getting sure that there is no chance. Also, whatever dead leaf on it and around it on the floor, they had this kind of holes, they call it bullet shot holes, and you have to remove them. I removed them immediately, burned them somewhere, so getting sure that nothing of that remains here to be transferred to other trees. So after that, as far as I can see, it was done 3 months ago. Nothing has came back, no disease, I don't see anything. So even I may have some fruits, as you see in the center. Those are fruit buds, and these are also again at the center fruit buds. And I have on the other ones also some fruit buds here at the center again. So everything is not lost yet. I have another set of fruit buds here at the center. So nothing is lost much, just in the central leader. And actually it may probably give the tree a better shape. Also here at the center you see some fruit buds here. So hopefully I will have some fruits on this year. But I learned that the Stella is not resistant to bacterial canker. For that I go for other varieties, especially Merton Glory cherry, and which I bought from the Keeper's Nursery. Very good, strong tree. I will go and show you another video now after just this, or in the same video. You can compare it with this one. Just look, this is beside my polytunnel. I hope that this will help it in a way, because the warmth of the and wind protection of the polytunnel may give them a little better chance of survival, if not making it more damp for them. That is a Merton Glory cherry. I had a separate video about this, but just look at the fruit buds, so many fruit buds. And this tree, this Merton Glory cherry, which I bought from Keeper's Nursery, is resistant to most of the diseases, including the bacterial canker, fruit splitting, which happened due to the irregular rain or watering, and such things. So this is a variety which is I recommend. Last year it gave me fruit. This year also hopefully will give us some fruit. Last year 2014, this year 2015, and we will see how it will do compared to other varieties. And these are other varieties that I have just in front of you. You see that. I think this one is called Napoleon Bigaro or Bijaro. It's a French variety, as you see. It was just a stick when it arrived last year. I bought it from the Keeper's Nursery again. Keeper's Nursery gives good cherries. And now you see on the old wood it has lots of fruit, but old wood is this darker brown one. And then the top one is the last year's growth, and there are some leaf buds on that, which is really good welcoming, and it will give us some leaf to do photosynthesis and provide us with fruit this year and next year's, hopefully. Cherry, sweet cherry, Stella. It is the one that I made a video about it. It had a canker here. I immediately cut the bit that was in central leader. I cut it and covered it with a arborite heel and seal, and it recovered. And now it's large. It's full of fruit buds. It gives us a lot of fruits hopefully this spring. There is a little bit disease in this one, but I have to do it in the spring. I will not do anything probably now. Beyond that, it looks healthy. Cherry tree, the variety is Stella cherry. I bought it from the Asta, and in the first year it didn't give me anything. Not only didn't give me anything, it developed canker. So I had to cut the central part of this tree, and I made a video about it when I did that, and I covered it with a heel and seal, Arborix heel and seal from Bayern. I bought it for £3, usually £7 it is, from B&Q when it was on offer. And I'm really happy about the result because it had antifungal agent and also covered and sealed during the wet time. I cut it in the time that we usually should not cut. We should not cut really. It was late November, I think I did that. I have a video about it. You can look in my playlist and find that. But now look at it. The tree is really looking healthy. The leaves are large, huge. Lots of new shoots it has given. And I think that probably gives us next year some good fruit, good amount of fruit. I'm looking forward to that. The tree is not very tall. Probably it helped me actually that I cut that central bit there, because it gives more lateral. But it's on a way of accessing my polytunnel, so I will stop this from growing anywhere this way toward the northwest and northwest, and try to encourage it to go laterally toward the camera and away from the camera and to the right of the camera. So fill up that space, that's all right, because that is a strawberry bed and the apples Jupiter and the kids orange red. And looking healthy. I'm really impressed. And yeah, we will see how it will do. I hope it will not get canker anymore. Canker almost sounds like cancer, but anyway, that's like cancer for the trees. Looking forward for a good year. Beautiful sunset. In the allotment beside the polytunnel. Susan, how you feel?
Well, yes, it's quite relaxing being here. Springtime. Only a month ago, these were all bare, basically.
Yeah, there was nothing on the leaf, on the trees. It looks so miserable. Yeah, the grass is coming up. It looks very beautiful. It's the loveliest time in the year, probably.
Spring is the most beautiful time, I think.
And especially also after that comes the food season, and we can enjoy the labors of our, the results, the fruit of our labors. Your lawn has grown well, the way that you wanted, patchy, very rustic.
Yeah, I want it patchy and rustic, and it will grow. It'll grow wildlife and just to give it that rustic look. It's not a garden look, it's an orchard look, and it has to grow tough for the hens.
Yeah.
So if it grows in big clumps, and that's how we want it, the hens can't dig it up, they can't scratch. But they will eat the tips, and this is fast growing grass, so the more they eat, the more it will grow.
Yeah. Let me just come forward and see a little bit further. This is beautiful, Susan. Yeah, the grass has grown really well.
It's growing too.
Yeah, we were so worried that we not grow. Look at them now, the apples. Beautiful apple blossoms.
Yeah. We're going to fence this thing.
Yeah, not
No,
really.
wouldn't do that. But if you have a look at people's back on these places here as well, they have to be back.
Looks like a dream, Susan.
We still haven't put that stinky meat in yet. Oh my god. You'll have to leave it somewhere. Bring it with you when you come back.
Everything is so beautiful. This is the way the cherries look, the fruitlets of cherry look in the spring. For the purpose of scale and comparison, this is my finger. They're about 5 millimeter or 6 millimeter. And today is the 7th of May. This is the Stella cherry in the first day of summer, early summer, and this is the way it looks. I can say it's almost ready as if to harvest. It's beautiful. That's the size of my finger you saw, and that's the size of the fruit. Okay, Suzanne, I'm telling you, don't eat my apples or my cherries.
Really? Don't
Yeah.
eat your apples or your cherries?
Yes.
Right, okay. That's not what we said. Said, don't pop my cherry.
What do you mean by don't pop my cherry? Is it English term?
No, it's American.
What that mean?
It means,
When the
I think the viewers should go and look it up.
okay, don't pop my cherries.
Yes.
You have to look for it.
And they say on Little Amigo.
Okie doke. This is a cherry bunch. Oh, what you are doing, Eve? God has told you don't eat that one. Now you listen to the snake.
No, I'm having lunch.
Eve, are you naked now? You have some fig covering your face. Is it cherry covering your face? Okay.
Oh my goodness.
You're
No.
having a Pepsi Cola in the heaven. Garden of Eden.
This is the way to eat fruit. And to eat fruit, the way is if you pick it off the tree.
You have left something for Adam.
And it's organic. It's like
Oh, more here for Adam. Ah.
There are rocks. I've had them from
Oh, here, look.
But
This is a lot for Adam.
Oh, yeah.
I think God wanted it for himself, huh? What do you think? Don't touch my apples. Was a gardener. What you're doing? This is a Stella cherry. You're picking them.
It is.
You're killing them. There's the babies of the tree.
We've had quite a few.
Oh.
Several on it.
Okay, there is more here.
See them everywhere. Keep your eyes.
Yeah. You have a
And you
trained
like them.
eye.
There's a
And
few
this is
on
just
the
one
garden.
tree that we have.
Yeah.
And look,
We've already
More
had
here.
a lot of cherries, I think. And we're getting. Have we had a whole place of them? I've just seen another cluster.
they are really big.
Oh,
It's quite dry. I think the dry weather is necessary for having the cherries ripened.
no, I think so. Just thinking that. There's more. You have to get right into the tree, but I see them out there.
Oh, look, they're big.
No, they're hiding under the plants.
Try not to destroy the fruit system. That's the important part.
Yeah.
They're just under your elbow, here.
Oh,
Here, pick them. Oh, you had eaten already one of them and just you choked on it because you know why?
so it's so juicy.
Because you were eating without telling me.
And the juice just went straight down like fruit. And
You
now
promised you will share good and bad with me,
I
and you were just
do
sharing
go
the
next
bad with
time
me, having the good for yourself.
to this.
Oh, one fell.
Some more. They're just juicy, but I'll leave that one.
So, how many hundreds of pounds we are saving by having our own tree? What do you think?
Well, I don't really know. So I have to say they do.
And we have around 12 cherry trees. You know that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
you know that you have to come every day and collect a lot.
the producers must make money. They don't do it.
And this is the Stella cherry which was dying in the first year. I bought it from Astor, but it was dying and I saved it from canker.
Tiny, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's the place that it had canker. It grew. I used the Arbrex.
Yeah.
I used the Arbrex, it was on a discount from the B&Q. And we saved it right there. Darling, you know that there is another punnet under that punnet.
Okay, that's harmful.
No, we have no space there. Look, these branches are going everywhere. Oh, here. Oh, everywhere. This one tree we were just harvesting at the moment, and it had that amount.
Well, we've had another harvest from here. This is the second one.
Let me go to the other side. Oh, you got more. Okay, here.
I think we need to take it up.
Yeah, there is another one under it.
Yeah, look, there's more down there.
Yeah, under. Here.
Okay.
Put this here until we come back.
Oh, it's a delay. There's more up there, look.
Okay, I'm going.
You'll have to take them. Can you see? Oh, yeah.
Should we harvest all at once? Or should we leave it for every day, come in a little bit harvest?
Well, if they're ripe, that's great then. The naked on the tree, they'll
Let me shrivel the...
they'll just die, won't they? Just go rotten. You need to eat them and they're ready to eat.
Yeah. God, they're so beautiful. I must say.
They're still green.
That's one of the most beautiful.
This one there that you can see with it's small.
Yeah. Oh, look here on top.
Yes, I saw that. Huge up. There's more on top.
Let's hold it.
Here.
I'm going.
If I pull the branch down, you can just it. Ah.
Which one? I can see, Susan.
No,
I don't need.
this side.
I can see.
Just above my head.
Above your head? Oh, here. Oh,
Yeah.
two.
Oh, right, okay.
There are more here. And I can easily pick them.
Yeah.
There is a lot on top of also, but
We'll have to put something on.
yeah, that's the reason I was cutting them, just to control. Yeah, fruit collection.
Yeah.
Fruit collecting things. Oh, yeah. I think there is a few just on really high ground. High branches. Here. Look.
What would I get?
Oh, don't put the moldy ones.
Okay.
Let the chickens eat them.
Oh, the thing to eat them.
Where is the rest? Just 1 minute of when you harvested that punnet of cherry, you earned £5 now.
You should tell you don't.
£5 of cherry. Oh, this is a Stella cherry. That was the one which had canker, and I cured it, I think. Let me taste one of these.
Because it's all right now. Speak then. But then we're going through the other ones, Morello.
Morello cherry,
Yeah,
yeah.
we have to cook them and make food in them.
Yes, Susan, look here, in top.
These are coming in my lunch.
Take the ones which are red, don't take the other ones, because they
These
come in
ones?
succession.
These ones?
No. Don't take the one which are not red
Well,
completely.
this one's red.
Yeah, take the ones only which are red.
Um,
Because they will come later, and you will have
they're
more.
all red. Yeah,
Look forward.
all red. Most of them. There are some round here.
Let me
not
taste
quite
one.
red.
You are eating a lot.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start eating,
And we have harvested how many punnets? 1.5 punnet. That's around at least £10 value-wise.
in England, they're very expensive. Okay.
Yeah, they have to import it from. I mean, there was before the war and a little bit after the war. I mean, Second World War. There was a lot of orchards of cherry because it grows very well here. Then they uprooted them for other things and building towns and other things. So now we have to import them from Spain, California, as far as Chile. Or, yeah, those areas. California is really far on the other side of the earth. So we can grow it here now. You can see.
It does take a long time for a cherry tree to go
Yeah,
into
it's just
full
4 years we had to wait. Last year we gave a few. This year really gave good one.
grower, it's a long time.
Yeah.
It's all right doing it yourself. But some
And yet even now I'm finding more.
oh, nice. Oh, it does, look.
I thought it's finished. Yeah, take them.
And I've seen some more here.
Eve, can I pop a cherry? Your cherry. YouTube will not let pop a cherry, so we have to censor that. I don't know why they are against their wife and husband pop a cherry.
Well, we thought popping a cherry was just taking the pick out, so...
Yeah, but it's another meaning I think
I think
in
it's
America.
an American meaning, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
it's not English.
we picked a lot of cherries. We can pop it
Yeah.
later. Drink of water in this hot weather, and I was looking at the beautiful harvest of cherries that we have.
Yeah.
And this is just from one Stella and 3 branches of the merchant,
Yeah,
and that's a good result.
yeah, and that's the
So
second half.
we have around I think 11 more trees to go.
We have
cherries.
indeed.
And as you can see here, we have even 3 more Morello cherries. These are sweet cherries, of course. We go and enjoy them. Yeah, let's go. One egg also.
Yes, that's my little friend Amigo. My little Benji, this one that follows me around.
Keep it in the cool bag.
Yeah. This one's better. This is why I prefer the ones with lids. Because you can stack them very much easier.
Yeah, you can stack
I put them like this.
Yeah, that's better.
And then they won't.
Yeah. It's dark now, but this is the harvest. This is the Stella cherry, Morella cherry few. It was so dark I couldn't see them. This is 2 punnets of the red currant. We picked from one side of the plant, just not all of them even, just bigger bunches. There is more than that. And for just half an hour we came here. None of these trees were watered for a long time, since the last time we had rain, 1 month ago probably. And that's it. Susan, are you happy with this?
It just took me a few minutes to pick.
Yeah. How much do you think that this costs us?
Oh my goodness.
The punnet of the cherry, £2.
I think for this...
This is 3 punnets of the cherries that you buy in the shop. This is another 3, 6. So that is already £12. This is if it 2 punnets.
Blackberries are very expensive, aren't they?
So this is also, we can say, £10. £22 of fruit.
Probably about 20 pounds of fruit.
Yeah.
Because this is the best fruit, and it's
This is select
if
and they're ripe.
You'll just buy a few little, about 12 little cherries in this shop.
Oh yeah, 12 little cherries. Yeah,
and you
that's
just
so
get
true.
a tiny little
They
packet.
say it is coming from California or Spain or somewhere.
Yeah, they do.
We grow it in Britain.
But they're not so difficult to grow in Britain.
No, they definitely can grow. You need just a little care and establishing them on the first years. Then after that they start to get.
And peaches grow. Kiwi fruits grow.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few grapes grow, which is getting popular now.
Yeah, beautiful. Let me see, where is the moon? Ooh. It's the moon, it's the moon. It's too bright now. This is cherry morello in the November, mid-November. And as you can see, the leaves are going gradually yellow, red, orange, different colors. Almost all the cherries are going through this now. Beautiful autumn display. I must admit, I never noticed the change of color in the cherries so much pronounced. They are really amazing at this time of the year. Is it exceptional this year is like that? I think last year by then all the leaves were finished. And here we are in the mid-November and we have yet these beautiful leaves. So how you feel? We have harvested how many punnets? 1.5 punnet. That's around at this £10.